D'Lo, it's been a few years since we did one of these. That game certainly looked like fun. You looked like you were having some fun. Just describe all of the emotions that you're playing out there with tonight.
I mean, I just want to bring that element to our team. Obviously, we've been through some things, a few ups, a few trades, a bunch of random stuff that we can use as an excuse. I just want to bring that fun back to this organization, bring that laughing factor, bring all of that, and let it translate onto the floor. So simple as that.
Could you feel the energy coming back from the building as you guys made those pushes, and a lot of the runs cemented by pull-up threes from you tonight?
For sure. Shout out to everybody on our team, man. Everybody played a major role. Austin Reeves is special. Rui's special. Dennis Schroeder's special. Like, all these guys are coming in and trying to make up for what Bron, what we're missing with him. So our whole team did a hell of a job of contributing tonight.
So you get traded to this team, and right away you guys go 3-1 in the games that you play. Then you sprain the ankle. It's been a couple weeks. You come back, have this kind of performance as the team continues to rise, D'Angelo. Just put that all in perspective as you're trying to look ahead of these next couple weeks to make a push.
They lucky I sprained my ankle. Simple as that. I was ready to go crazy, ready to have fun with this and embrace the challenge and opportunities, all the pressure, whatever y'all want to call. I was ready to embrace that. Unfortunately, I went out with the ankle thing, but like I said, everybody stepped up and everybody held it down. AD been holding it down for us tonight. We tried to hold it down for him, so returning the favor as a team is what it's about.
Last one for you. A lot of new pieces on this team. You guys are trying to figure each other out on the fly, but it's already been working. What does that tell you, and how does that give you some level of confidence?
Man, if we get one training camp under our belt with this group, the sky's the limit. With that being said, we don't have a training camp under our belt. The sky's still the limit. Our guys are ready. Our guys are hungry. And as an organization, these fans are going to get us through a lot of it. These fans going to get us through a lot of it with their energy. So we're just ready to compete and ready to return the favor for the organization.
All right, thanks, D'Angelo.
You, Mike.
You guys had 15 points in that third quarter, but a huge U-turn in the fourth. What kind of sparked it? What'd you see out there?
I think we started to defend a lot better. That was something that was big. And we started playing fast, getting out in transition. Also, we made a few shots. So I think we got into a good rhythm. And, the coaches kind of ride that group we had out there, and we was able to produce.
The bench for you guys, 61-12. You outscored them tonight. You ever heard anything like that?
No. Short answer is no. And I didn't even realize that was the margin that we had there. But like I said, we had a great rhythm, and that's something that we hope we continue throughout the season.
I mean, you guys have guys on that bench unit who have started for this team throughout this year in various circumstances. All that being said, what kind of pride do those guys have in that group and making the most out of those minutes? And, I mean, they really seem to turn the momentum a lot tonight.
I mean, we've all, like you said, we've all had moments where we contributed to the team, whether we were starting or playing big minutes here and there. So we all got trust in each other, and going out there as a group, just having confidence in each other. Like, there was a moment where I got subbed out, and then I had my teammates out there vouching for me to keep me in the game. And also, like, it was a few more minutes, but that meant a lot to me as well. It shows that my teammates have trust in me and my coaches have trust in me, and it shows that all of us have trust in each other. Like, the ball was moving a lot. We was just sharing and playing as a one unit, and that's the type of stuff you need to win big games and the games that we're going to play down the stretch.
I saw you putting a little ice in your veins at one point in the celebration.
I was trying to imitate D'Lo real quick. You know what I'm saying? He was really balling. He was out of his mind today, and we was riding that wave today.
How much more confident is this team now than maybe 3 weeks ago?
I mean, 3 weeks ago we was a different team, honestly. Like, I've been through 3 different waves of players here, and this is a team that there's a different energy to this group we have right now, and it's something that's really positive, and we just want to keep going in the right direction. We're all focused on winning, and we like this feeling right now, and we're going to continue to try to get more wins.
We could hear the AD birthday song through those walls. What was it like in here?
It was live. I mean, they brought out the cake and all that. We got all the cameras out. We got the rookies in here. It's a moment where we get to celebrate something that's good, that's not even just basketball, and also someone that's been carrying us the last 5 games. So we finally kind of had a gift back to him today.
Good cake?
It was. I mean, I didn't try it, honestly.
You don't have to lie. It's okay.
I didn't try it, honestly.
All right. Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Big-time shots from D'Angelo. Do you look at the bench unit, and whether it's Dennis and Austin, but that kind of combination in those huge shifts in the second and fourth quarter as keys tonight?
Absolutely. They play so well off each other. They take turns handling the ball, 3 of those guys, D'Lo, Dennis, Austin. And you put them out there with A, or whether it's Vando or Wenyen or Rui, whoever. We just figure the rest out in those pivotal moments, as you mentioned, end of the half, end of the game. And even before then, those guys starting to run, getting us back in it. We were really flat for most of that third quarter, but really righted the ship in the fourth and was able to run away with it a little bit.
Darvin, we were sitting in this room. We heard some commotion coming through the locker room walls, joyous commotion, I guess. Can you describe to us the scene in there?
Just wishing the big fella, Wilt, a happy birthday. Turned 30 tomorrow at midnight. I don't know what particular time he was born, but it's definitely tomorrow. But yeah, it's a joyous celebration. Gutted out a really good win against a really good team, who's also, fighting for playoff security in the East. So, it was a hell of a game tonight. That's a hard team to play against, man. I mentioned it in the pregame presser, like, they're able to throw those long, athletic wings and slash power forwards that can all run, jump really high, handle the ball, make the right play. They present a lot of challenges for you as a ball club.
How did you think the partnership of Dennis and D'Angelo worked tonight?
I thought it was great. I like staggering them, obviously, with one of them out there at a time, and then, when it calls for it, to get them out there together. And I think that both highly competitive and highly capable. You saw the shooting display that D'Lo put on today, and, that's why he's here.
Darvin, you mentioned their size and length defensively. 80 only had 8 points, took 7 shots. What did you think about the way they defended him and kind of his aggression level? And what does it also say that you guys were able to get this win despite, he'd been kind of carrying the offense and you guys still dropped 122?
I think it's good, man. They basically were keeping a guy on his body whenever he went to set a screen or post up, and they were bringing a guy, the bottom weak side guy. They were bringing sometimes it was another big, sometimes it was, I just remember Siakam, Scotty, Podo, all those guys basically taking turns pre-rotating behind the play. So really trying to fronting them on the post, not letting them touch it at all. But, to his credit, he tries to play the right way, and he doesn't get frustrated, that he's not getting touches even though the defense is geared that way. So he was just encouraging his teammates, to be aggressive and go make plays and try to, play on the backside of the offense. And whenever we did that, we had a lot of success and got good looks. But, he accepted what the defense was taking away, and we found guys that, we found other options. But I think it's a huge step in the right direction when, a guy who's been putting up the type of numbers he's been putting up, also with Bron being out, that tonight, we were able to come away with this win against a very, very good team. With him only, 8 points. That's a sign of growth, and that's a testament to how deep and talented we are now.
You and Dennis out there with the bench just seems to completely flip the game. So wondered what it is that you noticed during those time periods and how that kind of fed into what the energy in the building was shining back, I guess, on you guys in the court.
I just thought we gave a really good effort. They come out in the first 5 minutes and were really making shots. So, we had to make a couple adjustments and just play harder. I think it was in the third when Dennis got the steal. He missed the layup, but it's just like those types of energy plays. It really spreads throughout the team. The next thing you know, you got another guy doing it, another guy doing it. The bench tonight, everybody was almost a plus 20, and that's what we're capable of because we're so deep. Every night it's not going to be like that. Starters have been that way, I think, the last 3 or 4 games. So it was our time to, kind of pick it up.
What about D'Angelo Russell's skill set fits in well with this group?
He's a really good basketball player that plays the game the right way. You don't really see him too many times in the midst of a game, making a wild play. Like, he's very under control, plays at his own pace. And like I said, he's just super talented. The shots he was hitting in the fourth is ridiculous. You got only a handful of guys that take those shots in those situations. So shout out to him. It's good to have him back. We're looking to keep it rolling.
Austin, you had some buckets when it kind of looked most adverse for the team, thinking about breaking the drought in the third quarter and that fourth quarter stretch where you had the and one and the pull-up back-to-back. What's sort of your mentality in some of those moments? Are you looking for your own shot because the team needs it? Are you saying, hey, we just got to generate offense any way we can? What are you thinking in some of those moments?
In those types of situations, you're just looking for something to get out of it. Tonight, I made a couple good plays, and D'Lo is on my back all the time about staying aggressive and being myself. So shout out to him for having the confidence in me and boosting me up to make those type of plays. But on every night basis, it could be anybody. Just tonight, it happened to be me. Made a couple good plays, and then energy in the building was great.
Austin, AD had been carrying the offense these last few games, but tonight, 8 points, 7 shots, yet you still win by double digits. What does it say about the type of groove you guys are in offensively that even on an off night for him when they're taking him away, you guys can still win by double digits?
Yeah, it's major. And shout out to AD because the way that they were guarding him really didn't allow him to, get many touches, many looks, 7 shots for, a guy of that caliber. It just shows the character that he has. He was just happy tonight. After winning, scoring 8 points than he's been when he had 39, 40, whatever. So, that's super impressive when you got a leader like that trickles down to everybody else. And then I think it's just the depth that we have. We got a lot of guys, like I mentioned earlier on the radio, that, could possibly start on this team, other teams. So we just got to use that to our advantage, and we did tonight.
How much more comfortable do you think Rui has been these last couple games, and what do you think triggered that?
He's been significantly more comfortable, and you can just tell by the way he's moving on the court, kind of figuring out spots. He'll get opportunities. Early. Coming to a new team is hard. And shout out to him for sticking through it because sometimes it's not that easy. But the last 2 games he's been massive, and the energy that he plays with, the skill set that he has is unique, and we're going to use it a lot going forward.
Over here, Austin. That bench unit, you, Rui, Dennis, Wenyen, just dominated their bench tonight and really was the catalyst in those 2 comebacks. What was going right with that group tonight?
I think it's just the energy and effort that we played with. Like I said, they come out and were really making shots at the first of the game, and I think the new unit just brought a little spark to the team. Dennis, being a pest on the ball, picking up 94 feet, and really just making it hard for them to bring it up. And like I said, those types of plays, that kind of energy trickles down to everybody else. And like I said, you look over and you got Vando getting deflections, diving out of bounds, saving the ball. That leads us in transition. So I think it's just energy and effort, and it was a performance.
Any other questions for last question?
The team really have a chance to have a huge run before the playoff. And what is the environment? What does it feel like back in the locker room right now?
It feels great. I think since the break we've been playing really good basketball. I think even the games that we lost, we had opportunities in those games to win those games. The energy, the chemistry's fallen in place really well. We're not satisfied with where we're at. We're going to keep trying to, take another step and take it game by game. But as of right now, everybody's vibing and having a lot of fun.
Are you ready?
Yep.
D'Lo, it looked like you were letting a lot of emotion out, especially at the end there, and 5 for 5 in the fourth quarter. What was your energy at the end of the game tonight, and how are you feeling it?
I was just fun, honestly. I was just embracing it. Simple as that. You work so hard, and you don't really embrace the moments when you're in them. Obviously, it's my first game back. Just itching to get back on the floor. So to get back out there and perform and be out there with those guys, they were playing at a high level, and be able to contribute to that, it was just fun. I couldn't help but smile.
D'Angelo, how does your confidence level rub off on this team, or how does it maybe mesh with this team? Because it seems like it's a group that's pretty determined right now.
I'm not sure, but I definitely try to be a guy that, you know, if you're lacking it, you can look across your shoulder and see me kind of, you know, really embracing that, and knowing that just having that confidence gets you over a lot, gets you through ups and gets you through downs, whatever you need. Having confidence gets you through it. So as a young player, knowing that I used to lack it here and there, and to be a semi-veteran in the league now, trying to embrace that and make it contagious for sure.
Hey, D'Lo. When you hit some pull-up threes tonight, how early I'm just curious on a possession, like, when do you feel like you're going to pull up from three? Like, is that something like you're taking the ball out, bringing it up court, you're like, oh, I'm pulling this, or do you wait till see how the play?
I feel the flow. Honestly, I used to take more of those throughout the flow of the game, and I started realizing they were bad shots as far as offenses. We get a stop, we're pushing it, everybody's crashing, trying to run in transition. They think I'm about to make the right play, when really I'm just all out on this three that might, you know, turn this place upside down if it goes in. And I can feel the energy, you know, if we come down, get a dunk, get a steal, come back, get another stop, in transition, pull up three, they call time. Like, I can feel that. So making it is the reward. Missing it is a high risk, but I work on it, I trust it. It's fun when it goes in.
Hey, D'Angelo. There's a play where Jared Vanderbilt was kind of guarding two guys. They weren't really sure what they were doing. He comes up with a steal, hits you, or it eventually gets to you for the transition three. You've played with Jared in Minnesota. Why do you think he's been available so many times for trade, and what does he bring to this team?
I think he brings what he brings to any team. Unfortunately, teams didn't take advantage of it. And, I mean, he's a dog. You know, he sacrifices a lot. You know, he tries to play for other guys. He's just a winning player. It comes down to that. So now when he's in the corner and they're leaving him open, everybody encourages him to shoot it because he's making up. I could have been the guy that was rotating over there, and he could have bumped back corner, and then my guy would have been. But I kind of seen Scotty Barnes over there, and I was just like, I'd rather him play in between and bounce back to the better shooter, and he ended up getting a steal. And that's just that chemistry, honestly, just trusting him, knowing that he's capable, and he will if he has the opportunity to take advantage of just making up for other guys' mistakes, for sure.
D'Lo, what did you learn about Anthony Davis tonight, the way that he processed?
Selfless. Before you even finish your question, he's selfless. To be that good, I don't even know your question, but I just want to give him his flowers. You know, I've been around a lot of players of his caliber as well, for him to be selfless and allow guys like Wenyen, Gabriel, and Vanderbilt to come in and stay in the game and control that momentum that we had going on. It was huge, and it's contagious for the rest of our group to want to play for one another. Starts with your best players. So for him to do that, kudos. I don't know your question, but I had to give it to him for sure. Yep.
Mike, do you have a question?
Mike ain't got no question, man.
Well, if I get you on the court, I try not to bug you too much in here. You know, D'Angelo, as you think about this next just couple of games and how you fit in versus, like, what did you notice in the games that you were sitting with your ankle, and what were you kind of coming into this game thinking, here's what they need from me?
Energy. I keep saying it, but the fans here, I noticed from being here, the fans are ready to explode, you know, at a certain point in the game. It could be the start of the game, and then it dies down a little bit, and then in that third quarter, fourth quarter, they're ready. So I know that. I just want to bring that energy and kind of give them that, you know. Vando's making all these Dennis Rodman plays for us. I want to be the guy that's hyping up the crowd and letting them feel that more, because it's huge for us. You know, you got Austin Reeves coming in, dominating the game, Schroeder, those guys dominating, Rui. I want to be the guy that's kind of hyping that, you know, because it shouldn't go unnoticed. And our fans are the first ones to kind of, you know, put a battery in something's back that has a little momentum. So why not the right things, you know, not always the BS that goes around. So just try to bring that positivity and embracing what our fans have to offer and giving it to them as well.
D'Angelo, how do you sort of view the opportunity that's in front of this team over these next 15 games? I mean, the West seemingly every day gets a little weirder with a team that somebody gets hurt in warm-ups or something like that. Like, what is the opportunity that's in front of this team, and how do you view it?
I think, it's a big opportunity. It's a major opportunity, but the mentality is trying to simplify it and keep it simple. And that's just my message whenever I can relay one. Obviously, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of attention. It's a lot of, whatever. But it's still one game at a time. It's still just basketball, and it's still, just us coming out there and doing it. Are we going to take it, or are we going to kind of let it just flow by? And like I said, everybody seems passionate about getting this done. And I think that's all you need. You need just a passionate group that's willing to fight together and compete every night, no matter who coach throws out there. And tonight, our bench and our other guys kind of got it done for what we were struggling for a moment, and that was a product of us playing for each other. So.
Last question, Kyle, and then just so you guys know, Dennis is going in the locker room.
D'Lo, you were just touching on it, but bench 61-12 advantage over Toronto's bench. What energy did you take from that, and what did you think Dennis and Austin, especially as guys who have stepped up when you were out, what do they lend in terms of identity to that group?
I think they held it down well. Like, we may have lost a game or two, but I think they did a great job of just kind of just free-flowing and just being aggressive. All the attention was kind of on AD. So for guys to still step up and find their windows of opportunity and take advantage of it is big for our team. I don't know what the past looked like, but the more we can have everybody aggressive and asserting themselves into the game, it makes us hard to guard as a team. And I try to continue to give the Troy Browns, the Vanderbilts, the Beasleys to be aggressive. Like, it's easy to guard LeBron when everybody's watching, but if you got somebody that's next to him that's a killer and he's willing to make something happen, you can't just watch LeBron. You got to watch your man too. And I think that's our goal. Just continue to be dominant next to these guys. AD, Brown when he's back, continue to help those guys by being aggressive in our own way.
Thank you, Dean.
Yep.